Everyone, thanks for joining us in TommieMedia's The Locker Room. I'm Matthew Curry. St. Thomas football faces its biggest test of the season Saturday as the Tommies collide with arch rival and first place St. John's in Collegeville. Wide receiver Gabe Green leads the Tommies with 21 receptions and scored his first touchdown of the season last weekend against the Augies. First-year defensive back Luke Glenna is third in the MIAC with 3 interceptions, 2 of which he returned for touchdowns. I'm joined this week by Coach Glenn Caruso, Gabe Green, and Luke Glenna. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Happy to be with you.
Thanks for having us.
So, Coach, St. John's is currently right behind the Tommies, in sacks, and is also allowed only less than 6 points per game.
Right.
It sounds like a tough test for the offense.
Tough test for the entire team. I mean, the great thing about this game this weekend is the actual game. And I know a lot of people put priority on the stuff that goes around the game, but it's 2 really good football teams, and very impressed watching them. I mean, they display toughness and balance, and their defense, like you said, very few cracks in that defense, if any. They are staunch. Their offense, they've certainly made a commitment to run the ball more, but it's quite clear watching film that they want to try and have success passing the ball on you. So the way that they're well-rounded makes for what I think is going to be an awesome game.
I agree completely. And Gabe, so you are in your first year, and yet you are third in the conference in. Oh, I'm so sorry. You currently lead the Tommies in receptions and yards per game. Knowing how tough this defense is, how can you help the team on Saturday?
Really just doing whatever these coaches ask me to do, whether it's blocking, receiving, just executing the game plan. Ball security is going to be huge too.
All right. And Luke, you are in your first year, and yet you are third in the conference in receptions. How have you managed to excel so quickly at this level?
It's just got to go on the upperclassmen, I think, is the biggest part, just helping me along. Jordan Lundell has been a huge help for me at safety when I come off the field, just being able to ask questions to him, and then just also the coaching staff, just putting so much time into film study with me and pointing out where I can get better on the field has been huge.
All right. And Coach, former St. John's football coach John Gallardi passed away last Saturday. He was the winningest coach in college football. Right. How do you feel about his coaching and how he influenced the MIAC conference?
You can't deny, nor can you really put in words, how he influenced the MIAC. I'll even take it a step further. I think he influenced the landscape of Division III football because he predated Division III football. I mean, before the divisions were broken up, Coach was doing what he was doing. And it's not just the way he did it, but his longevity. And, I was fortunate enough to play for a guy like that, Jim Butterfield, at Ithaca, 3 national championships, and actually was one of only 2 guys that coached on a field that was named after him. I mean, a legendary guy, the kind of guy that you knew you were in his presence, and it was very legendary when you were there. And Coach Gallardi is very similar. I mean, he is a standard in all of college football, not just Minnesota football, not just Division III football. It's a huge loss, but I think if you look back at his body of work, 91 years, pretty amazing, and great opportunity to honor him this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out today.
You're welcome.
Be sure to check TommieMedia.com this weekend for full game day coverage against the Giants. With Coach Caruso, Gabe Green, and Luke Glenna, I'm Matthew Curry. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time in The Locker Room.